crochet besties, class is in session, auntie. Class is in session. So first thing we're gonna talk about, like the title said, saving those edges. Okay, saving your edges from getting thin when doing crochet braids. I got 4 tips for y'all. This video is gonna be quick, easy, straight to the point. Let's get into it. Number 1, leaving your edges out. This is universal. Everybody know when you want to braid your hair but you don't want your edges to break off, you leave the edges out. So that means just parting the edges separate from the braid. We all know about that one. That way your edges aren't getting manipulated at all, and you can just slide them down. When I say slide them down, I mean just use some edge control and slick your edges down, and voila. Number 2, start the braid further back. Now this is my go-to. This is my go-to, y'all. I like to use the start back method because sometimes I don't like to put a lot of edge control on my edges, or I don't like to have the baby hairs because my edges is kind of long, and what I'm doing, I'm gonna have to clip them. I just don't feel like doing all of that. So instead of cutting my edges shorter so they could be left out, what I do is I start my braid further back. I did that with this install as well. If you notice, the braids aren't starting way up here. The braids start a little further back. That also helps for when you pulling the crochet through. That's also another tip that I give. But when you pulling the crochet through, it won't be being pulled through on your edges. It'll be pulled through more on the hair that's thicker. Number 3 is, let me check, let me see the book, let me see. Oh yeah, don't braid super tight. Like I just said earlier about, because you got to pull the crochet braid through your hair. Don't braid it too tight. When you braid tight, it causes more tension, of course, but on top of the crochet braid, when you're pulling it through, it's gonna be tighter, causing more tension, which could possibly cause more breakage. So don't braid it too tight. If you decide to still braid your edges in, just don't braid tight. No need to, because when you pull the hair through, like I said, it's gonna give it more tightness, more tension. So don't braid tight. That's even with your whole head, not just the edges. That's with the whole install itself. Number 4, don't do it at all. Okay, don't crochet at all. If you feel like you are suffering from thinness where your hair just keep breaking off, constantly breaking off, constantly thinning, maybe you gotta take a break. It's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, but maybe you gotta take that break. This is what I tell my clients as well. I tell them to look, you just gonna have to not get crochet after this install, or because